Hey, what's up everybody? I want to introduce you to Demo. Say hi guys. He is just totally not bothered. I've had Demo for, what is it, a year now, buddy? And he's been a bit camera shy in that time, I'm not gonna lie. Some teething issues, a lot of pooping issues. Oh god, skin everywhere. Ew. What is a workspace? Do you even need one? You know, some would say that, you're a creative. You should be able to work anywhere. You should be able to go home and go to the office and go in a field or whatever. Go work in the middle of nowhere and do your work and still be able to put out the same stuff that you would do anywhere else. And I get that, but when you have a particular style of work, it's nice to know that you can go to a particular Zen zone, as I like to call it, to actually do the work you want to do and be productive and at least get the best you can out of yourself. So I said to myself, I need to take YouTube seriously. Oh no, he peed on me. He peed. He peed. I'm gonna put him down now. I said to myself, I'm taking YouTube seriously now, and I want to do something about the space that I work in so I can be more focused, so I can be more creative, and so I can put out those videos faster and better each and every time. So I created my very own dream YouTube studio. What's up everybody, this is Chet Talks. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another episode. And this time I'm going to be telling you guys about my dream YouTube setup that I have right here in my bedroom in London. Now I don't want to approach this video like some kind of MTV Cribs tour. It is nothing like that. It is nowhere near as glamorous. But what I have done is something like what you see in IKEA. You know when you go IKEA and they found this like very, very tiny space and they've created something that looks quite good out of that small bit of space. And I've kind of employed the same ethic that they do in IKEA and brought it here, although maybe only half of my stuff is from IKEA. This table, yeah, this table's from IKEA, and so is this table, and so is that, and that, and no more IKEA, promise. Also, disclaimer, by no means is any part of this video a flex of any kind. I know there are creators out there that have much more and there are ones that have a lot less, and I just want to start this video off by saying that no matter what you have or don't have, make do with what you've got, because we've all started somewhere. We all started with a camera in our hand and a vision to make a video. No matter where it is, no matter what you've got to film it, just get out there and create. You do not need any of this space. This is just unnecessary flair for the purpose of me feeling good about myself a little bit. I want to show you what steps I took to making sure I had the ideal setup to create this dream YouTube bedroom studio of mine. And to kick things off, step number 1, lighting. Now, I don't need to tell you to suck eggs, but lighting is probably one of the most important elements of filming a video. If the lighting isn't right, you can't see the subject and everything just looks dull and boring and horrible. Now I've got a handful of lighting setups in this YouTube studio that I want to show you. The first of them is probably the most important one, and that is this huge window right behind me. Now this window acts as one massive softbox, something that I can sort of tailor the brightness of by closing the curtains off here, so I can just have a little bit of light, or I can let a lot more light in. Now something like this is essentially your best friend when it comes to lighting yourself. This is my key light. This is something I can use during the day. It's brilliant. It's one massive light that I don't need to pay for, and I can adjust as I please. However, I do have other lights, so little things like this that I bought from IKEA come in super useful and handy when I want to light up my background, or if I just want to give some ambience to my videos. Something like this is cheap, it's cheerful, and there's 3 different lights that I can push and direct wherever I want. That comes in super handy. Now, come on. This wouldn't be a YouTube video if I didn't have the customary neon sign. I've hung it up here as an ode to my commitment to being a YouTuber, but also it looks pretty cool. And it's a mimic of exactly what my logo is. So put a thumbs up there if you like it, guys. Thank you very much. But also these other little things, these little accents, and this little trusty little, I don't even know what to call it, bulb with lights, multiple fairies inside thingy bobby. Something like that is another great accent to have when trying to light your videos and create some sort of atmosphere or drama in the background. Something that your viewer can focus on while they're sort of not listening to you. Step number 2, sound, audio, things you can listen to with your ears. I challenge you to tell me about any video that you've sat through and watched that you've genuinely enjoyed that had bad audio. Audio is probably just as important as what you're visually seeing with your eyes. Now, yes, you can get into the conversation about mics and all that sort of stuff, but in an environment like this, a bedroom that, let's be honest, wasn't specifically designed to be a studio workspace, you need to control the audio as best as you can. Now, little adjustments like this a bunch of sound paneling can help you do that. This isn't the most extreme or professional sound paneling setup. It's just something I sort of chucked onto the wall. It cost me about 60 quid from Amazon, but it does the job. It controls the room echo. It controls the quality of sound that the mic is picking up, but it also gives a kind of a weird, cool, textured look to my wall. But that's not it. There is more that controls the sound in this room that not a lot of people would pick up on. First things first, curtains. Curtains are surprisingly quite decent sound paneling thingies. Now also, this little guy. You wouldn't believe the sound capabilities. No, I'm joking. Anything that's a thick material, that's dense, that can control the passing through of sound and the reverberation is your friend in a YouTube bedroom setup like this. Step number 3. It's not really a step, but make it your own. Make it your own. Make it something which screams out your personality. At the end of the day, you're designing something from scratch. You're creating a room for yourself. Make sure it screams your name. And in my case, it was dark, moody colors which sort of blended with wood and dark wood and burnt charcoal and things like that. And yeah, okay, I had to sprinkle a little bit of RGB on there. You've seen it in the thumbnail. It looks good. And you know, again, with RGB you can create whatever mood you want. You can create whatever lighting theme you need. And again, going back to lighting, you can use it in your videos to create a certain look. Step number 4, you probably have only seen me film in one location in this bedroom, and there's a good reason why. Yep, it's because I'm lazy. But truth be told, a room like this offers quite a few filming locations, quite a few filming angles that, you know, let's be honest, I don't take advantage of enough, and I really should, But, you know, having a table here where I could put the camera and film in a different angle, I could do that. I've got my entire desk set up here where I could prop the camera up in different locations and angles if I really wanted to. I could film standing and walking around as I am now. Don't be afraid to experiment with creative angles and creative spaces in a small setup like this if you have one. And step number 5, and most importantly, what you need in a dream YouTube setup is a good editing desk. So something like this, where you can focus and sit down and relax and do the work that you want to do, is what you need to create for yourself. If you can do without all of the other stuff I've mentioned before, this is one place that you probably spend most of your time. So making sure this place is comfortable, it fits everything you need in one place, and it generally looks like you want it to look, something soothing, something relaxing, something where you could spend hours and hours of your time, then make sure you spend your effort and time creating a desk setup, something just like this. So that pretty much wraps up my 5 steps in creating the dream YouTube studio. And if you're gonna take anything away from this, I would say make it so that it is your own. Make it so that you can thrive and be creative in this space, and make it so that the space is useful. Actually sound really inspirational there. Ultimately, I had a great time building and transforming this bedroom into what I like to call my dream YouTube studio. And this has been an incredible journey from the start of my YouTube career. I'm not worried about the numbers and analytics and all that so far. We can get onto that later. What I'm focused on is the experiences and the things I've learned so far, which are so much more valuable. And I just want to end by saying, by no means is this the final version of my YouTube studio. I know things will change and things will adapt as my work changes and my work adapts. And this is the nature of this game, that the more creative things you do, the more creative your workspace needs to be. So this, what you see here, is me right now in the middle of 2021. I don't know where I'll be in 2022, but I hope you guys will join me for the journey. I hope you guys will be there through and throughout, and I hope to see you in 2022 when I do a refresh version of this video. And who knows, maybe it'll be the same setup, maybe it'll be different. See you in the next one. Peace.